all side kicks are the same. Now let me explain that. Whenever you're doing a basic side kick coming from the back leg, you're going to pivot and you're going to come around to this point before the side kick happens. Like that. So that's a basic side kick. Now if you were to take that same point, you pivot, you're coming around to a side kick. If you were doing a back side kick, you would pivot, you would look around, and eventually you're going to come up to that same point right before you let out that side kick. If you were going to do a 360 backside kick, you would step and pivot, you would look around, and then you would come to that point right before the side kick happens. Okay? So all side kicks are the same. Some just have a little twist to it. Some just come from a different point. The same thing happens if you were to get airborne. If you were to turn that into a jumping side kick, let's just say a regular jumping side kick, you wouldn't just jump and kick this way. You would jump and you would chamber here. How I used to have my students do was I used to have them face away from it so that when you jump, that tuck would be the same as this right here. You're just doing it in the air. Okay? If you were doing a flying side kick, you would run, and when on this step when you jump, you chamber and you would get to this position. Here. Just like that. Right before you let the kick out. So all side kicks are the same. So when I'm saying that, in order to have a good backside kick, a good 360 backside kick, or a good flying side kick, a good 720 backside kick, you first have to master the basic side kick form, which is bringing your foot around and having your heel face the target. Okay? So as long as you have this form down, then any side kick is going to be good. So master the basic side kick and you'll be able to do any other side kick successfully. Not only do it successfully, but make it look good too. You know? So master the basics. Get down your basic side kick. Practice as many times as you need. And then you can worry about moving on to other side kicks. And not really worry about how it's going to look because you'll have the basic idea of a side kick down. Okay? And remember, and on side kick, whenever you kick on side kick, you are using your heel. So you got to like turn your toes down. Whenever you deliver the kick, you're not just kicking like this. You're chambering and you're kicking with your toes facing down this way. Here. Just like that. So get the basic side kick down. Any side kick is going to be easy. Peace.